Throughout time, there have been many unequal treatments and judgments. Luckily, there have been people who fought for others' justice. Some of these inspiring individuals are Frederick Douglass, Susan B. Anthony, Jane Addams, and Rosa Parks. These brave people stood up for what they believed in and in the process changed the world. Douglass, Anthony, Addams, and Parks all faced multiple challenges, but overcame these challenges and changed the world for the better.
In the story Frederick Douglass, we meet a very brave man with a courage and with an outspoken voice that inspires others. In the biography, Frederick Douglass, Freedom's Voice, the author shows how much Frederick Douglass was eager for slaves to having freedom. In 1838, Frederick escaped the North to have freedom. In 1841, Frederick got invited to a meeting. There he talked about inspiring speeches about ending slavery. His speeches touched and inspired lots of people. Frederick didn't end slavery. He inspired and touched to keep on trying and never give up, especially if you're trying to change the world. He inspired these people to end slavery like he wanted to happen. Unfortunately, he passed away, so his dream did not happen. But he knows that people changed the world to a better place with peace, justice, and liberty. If it weren't for Frederick Douglass, people would not have wanted to continue in his path. So thanks to his inspiring and outspoken mind, he inspired and tried to change the world.
Jane Addams is a very special woman. She is known for many things. Some of them are that she helped those in poverty and that she worked to end child labor. If it hadn't been for Jane Addams' nurturing actions, the world wouldn't be as it is today. In the biography, Jane Addams, A Woman of Action, the author shows that Jane hated the fact that people lived in poverty and that children had to put themselves in danger and work in a factory. To help the poor, Jane and a friend started a house where those that were rich would help those that were not as fortunate. Addams worked tirelessly to end child labor after she heard about 3 deaths in a factory. She helped to end child labor and stop the incidents. Jane wasn't able to follow her dream, but she inspired others to follow theirs. If it hadn't been for Jane's courageous work, children still might be working in factories today.
Thanks to Rosa Parks, segregation ended. In the biography of Rosa, it describes what Rosa Parks was tired of. She was arrested, but people protested that she should be released. The WPC made enough buses for everyone to have that said to stay off the buses, walk every day. Martin Luther King Jr. gave a speech to stay off the buses. The worst thing this did was a kid being killed. Rosa refused to move because segregation was horrible, and she showed the nation that, thanks to her, segregation is over.
To Susan B. Anthony for letting women have equal rights as men. In fighting for a change, Susan was very angry when women didn't have equal rights as men. Susan traveled around the country and gave powerful speeches about how women should have the right to vote, regardless of color, like men. Even though Susan gave powerful speeches to the country, she was not able to see the 19th Amendment when women could vote because Susan passed away. So women should thank Susan B. Anthony, or maybe women wouldn't be able to vote today.
Throughout history, it has not been clear why people have not been treated equally. The things that make us different is race and gender, but these aren't the things that make people frustrated. These are the things that make people want to fight and be courageous. So thanks to Rosa Parks, Frederick Douglass, Jane Addams, and Susan B. Anthony, 4 brave, outspoken people who made a massive impact in people's lives and who changed the way people were living. They inspired people to inspire other people to change the world.